What's going on? What's going on? So, I ended up getting a load. I had to go pick it up in Los Indios. Right before I picked it up, was ready to get washed up, changed and everything. So, I always check my antifreeze. Son told me to check it. Check it. No antifreeze, y'all. Put some antifreeze in there. I did not run my van yesterday for no more than what? I think about an hour, because I got one load, they wasn't there. Then I went to another load. Not that they wasn't there. Basically, it couldn't fit in my van. But when I'm in Texas, I don't run no AC. I know you're like, how you don't run AC? Because I love the heat. And AC makes me sick. Actually, gets me too cold, make me sick. I don't run AC. So yesterday I was happy. I ain't run my vehicle. I saved on gas. And it was like 80 something degrees. And then it's crazy because it was like 80 something. No, it was like 70 something going to 80. But as soon as it get like 5, 6 o'clock at night, it started getting like 90 degrees. Like, it's like the heat went up and the time it went down. It was just crazy. So right now, I found a mechanic. I found a cool mechanic, actually. They actually work on trucks. So hopefully I don't get hit in the head with too much. But, this is the type of stuff that happens. That's why, like I told you, it's good to have money to the side. Yes, my mechanic just fixed my van and everything. And I'm sure this is something that he wouldn't have seen, because this was a very, very slow leak. Like, it's like little drops. I mean, maybe that's why it took so long, but it's little drops. And as soon as I put the antifreeze in, I looked on the bottom, and then I'm like, I don't see it leaking. And then it only took like maybe about 5 seconds, and it was like little drops. So this is something that my mechanic wouldn't have been able to see, even though he said everything is good. It must be, when I sat there and pulled over and I went over something, it must have been like a long hose or something. I don't know. But, it looks like it's like a little puncture. So hopefully it's something that he can just like glue up or something. I don't know what they do, but hopefully it's something that it's not gonna be too crazy. But I know he has to take my whole front apart, so he can actually see the hole and see what it's looking like and why is it dripping and stuff. And it looks like it's on my fan. So these are the things that happen. But I'm gonna tell y'all, I had this van since 2017, no issues. Only thing is just new tires. That's it, no issues. So I'm not even like mad about this or nothing, because this is the first time like stuff is actually happening. And it's gonna happen. It's not like, that's why I'm positive, and that's why I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. Like, it happened. Taking it apart. I don't know, y'all see that? Dripping a little bit, look. There's little drip. Very, very little.
¿Qué pasó, Juan Carlos?
¿Mande?
Esto,
Ok.
para poder estudiar.
Ah, pues tú le hacías automotriz, ¿eh?
And you know what's crazy?
Huh?
I was in Dallas,
Ahí tengo unas
and I
fotos.
pulled over to go to sleep, like March 1st. Pulled over to go to sleep. I must have went under something, and it ripped my hose on that side. So it must have been on this side too.
Pero esa manguera de qué es, ¿no?
It got to be in the radiator or something.
Tiene que ser alrededor, pues, Antifreeze.
Because it's little drop.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So anyway, like I was saying, y'all. Yeah, so he has to take that whole thing apart. And another thing that I like about mechanics, especially like I said, the foreigners and stuff like that, they show you everything, and they don't have no problem with you standing there, because you got to know your vehicle, right? And I was able to put more antifreeze, and I was able to look and see where it came from. I put a rag there, a white rag to see if it was gonna leak more, end up leaking more. So I'm able to tell him what's going on, which was surprising when I pulled up. But sometimes you gotta know that as well. I'm chilling. Well, not chilling because it's not cool, but I'm hot, and this is great because y'all know I love the heat. Even though I was ready to go to Michigan, I guess I'll be ready to go to Michigan because of the I like the people out there. I like the long drive, 1,500 miles. Put some music on and just chill. I usually just do my little 15 hours, 12 hours. I do 12 hours. I go to sleep for about 4 hours, 3 hours, wake back up, finish it off. I just need that sleep anywhere between 12 and 3 or 1 and 4. And then I'm back up at 4:30 and I'm ready to go. So, but then again, it all depends on what's going on. Like if I got some shakes and if I'm just hyped, sometimes I'll just drive. Like I'll literally be up driving for like 15, 20 hours. And then I'll get another load and do that again. But usually when it hit like that third day, I'm tired. I'm like, hey, I'm tired. But everything works out for me the way it needs to. And that's why I remain positive. I remain happy. Because the way my jobs work out and the way they do, like I'm able to do those back-to-back loads and get my sleep, So I'm not too crazy on it where I'm like, dang, I need this amount of sleep, or I need to do this, I need to do that. Nah, I just drive it. If I need to pull over and go to sleep, I need to pull over and go to sleep. But sometimes when you're just so happy and anxious, you don't even need that sleep. So, but yeah, I just lost out on this Michigan load, so I had to tell them and let them know, like, hey, I'd rather you give it to somebody now. Even though I pick up at 10 tonight, I'm still 3 hours away from there, and I'm still waiting for them to fix my vehicle. So while I'm watching them fix my vehicle and do what they do, let's say if they finish at like 5, 6 o'clock, yes, I can make it there to pick that load up. And yes, it's not due until the 18th, but it's due 18th at 6:30 a.m. So I know I'm going to need my sleep, because I'm up and I'm watching this and stuff. So I'd rather them give it to somebody now, let them be on their way there, let them go to sleep, let them prep themselves, and then, take the load. I don't want to say, hey, hold it for me. And basically, I'm going to be tired and I'm not going to do that. So I'd rather them just give it to somebody and, do that. And, by the way, y'all, I still got some hats. I still got some t-shirts. I got a couple of these gray t-shirts. I know you're like, you had that on yesterday. Nah, I got a bunch of shirts. Like, y'all don't even know. I got a bunch of shirts, a bunch of the same shirts. I have a lot of sizes. I got small, medium, large. And, y'all want some of these My Enterpryses shirts, so definitely hit me up. The My Enterpryses shirts is $15. Hats is $15. Or you could get both for $25, but, $15 each. I'm going to actually show y'all. I even got shorts. Like, I'm going to actually show y'all some of the stuff that I got. And, that more stuff that is going to be made as well. So that's why I tell you, I got to keep the streams of income coming in, because when stuff like this happen, or on top of that, when my driver take off, like my driver, sound like he wanted to take off today. I'm like, hey, look, just take off. You good. Like, it kind of sounded like it. So I was like, hey, look, just take off. It's not that serious to me. So that's why you got to have multiple streams of income. You understand? So you gotta have that. These are like some of the shirts I got. These are shirts that I sell. It got the My Enterprise on it. It got the logo. These are some 2X's. So there's a bunch of stuff in here that I sell. Got some hoodies over there. So I have a bunch of stuff. And like I said, I just have a bunch of stuff going on. Because when, like my driver's like, hey, look, I'm taking off, or I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm not sweating it. You got to have the multiple streams of income. You understand? Because the other thing is, like I would tell anybody, you may drive different than what your driver drive. You understand? See, I'm the type, I just stay on the road. That's what I decide. And some people be like, oh, you ain't got a place, you ain't got this. No. So you homeless? I want to really talk about that too. Some people be like, oh, you homeless? Like, how am I homeless if I'm able to get a place? Well, because you don't have a place. Because I choose not to have a place. That don't mean that I'm homeless. Homeless is somebody who, they cannot get a place. And that's what homeless is. Like, I can get a place, but do it make sense for me to pay for something and I'm never there? That don't make sense. You understand? And it's funny because I come across people, and when they say that to me, I'll be like, oh, okay. And I laugh because it's like, it shows where people mindset is and how that's something they need. They need to make it feel like they have a home and stuff like that. That's something they need. I don't need that. And then it just shows that how people waste money. Like, to me that's a waste of money. There's a waste of money in like so many different ways. It's not even funny. I mean, if I'm coming home no more than twice a month, like, that makes no sense. Or even if I'm coming home for a whole week. I mean, think about it. I'm coming home for a whole week and I'm paying $800, $900 for something that I'm coming home for 7 days for. How do that even make logical sense? But some people it makes sense, and hey, to each his own. I know I'm not paying for it, so. And I know it's funny because I could be cheap, I could be real cheap, but if somebody need it, I'll give them my last. But when it comes down to me, I'll be like, dang, I ain't doing that. But I'm learning to not be so cheap. I'm learning to take care of me, learn to be happy, and that's it. So, but anyway, I'm still here. I'll let y'all know what happened. And y'all see me sweating? It is hot out here. And guess what, y'all? It feels good. I know y'all like, yo, you crazy. Nah, I love the heat. Like, I'm telling y'all, if it's up to me, I'm moving to Africa, I'm moving to one of the islands. I'm a heat person. I love the heat, And then on top of that, it's helping me lose weight. What? I'm definitely gonna love stuff like this. When I was in Africa, for what? When I went to the Gambia for 23, 24 days, like, I definitely lost weight. Because every morning I'm getting up, walking to the beach. And then on top of me walking to the beach, I'm just like, I'm loving it every morning. Then I'm walking back. And then I'm going out in the afternoon. Then I'm going out late night. So I'm out. So I did lose a lot of weight. So I'm just on the verge of just losing more weight. And like I said, my goal is 60 pounds, 3 days. My clothes is already feeling crazy. And, I'm feeling better though. That's one thing. When you not used to the weight, you feel all of that. And I'm feeling better. And that's how I know I'm losing weight. My clothes is kind of big. I'm keeping it like that until I fully get back to the weight I was at. And even if my doctor say I've been back and forth from 163 to 168. She'll take 175. So I gotta get back there because this don't feel good. So y'all have to, I would tell anybody, please put it on. I would tell anybody, please pay attention to your health. Your health is everything. And then especially if you have a family, you pay attention to your health, because you may be thinking everything is all good with you and having the health that you have, but you're affecting a lot of people with your health. You're affecting, some of y'all are married, you're affecting your wife, you're affecting your husband, your kids, because you're no longer going to be, able to do certain things, and then, God forbid if something happened to you, then what? And like I said, a lot of stuff is not my business. It's really not. But, when it comes down to health, like I really try to help people with that and preach it because, that's something we need. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I done took a shower. This still feel good. I done took a shower. Still like this, y'all. Still like this. Crazy. But anyway, let me get my shirt. It's one of my shirts. One of my shirts. Get my shirts up here. But yeah, I'm very, very big into the health thing. You know, drink a whole bunch of water, and then I just been juicing a lot. I have spinach, I have mangoes, bananas. So, but anyway, y'all already know. I let y'all know what's going on. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. I'll hit y'all up later, and y'all already know we make it today better than yesterday, y'all. All right, My Enterprises. Later.